In this video, I'll show you exactly how I built a giant pumpkin stalk. And honestly, there are so many different ways you could use this style of build. Think Jack and the Beanstalk fantasy scenes, monster gardens with man-eating plants. It can be as tall and dramatic as you want. It's inexpensive to fabricate, and it's truly a one-of-a-kind prop that you certainly will not find in any big box store. Hi everyone, I'm Ashley. I got bored with my front yard haunt and decided to build an entire DIY haunted trail in my backyard. And because I'm broke as fuck, I make movie set quality props and scenes out of scrap materials and a heavy dose of delusion. Alright, let's get into the build. I started with a piece of 1-inch foam insulation that I salvaged from an old prop, specifically last year's porch facade. I'm building a brand new porch facade for 2026, so follow along for that build. I just cut out the basic stock shape to get the project started. To add volume, glue scrap film chunks onto the front using Loctite foam spray. This could be fully 3D if you wanted, but I only needed a 2D version, so I only bulked up the front. Tape everything down while it cures. It takes about 20 to 30 minutes. So to round out the shape, you want to wrap the entire form in 1/4-inch fan fold sheathing. Coat your foam with Loctite, a pretty thick amount of it, and then bend the sheathing around it, tape it in place, and repeat until it's completely covered. So even though fan fold sheathing is somewhat bendable, you are going to want to use heat to fully shape it and make sure that it holds the shape. The heat will also smooth it out, so just gently heat it with a heat gun for a few minutes. You can see me tapping on it. The end product is going to be really solid. Now you are going to add all of the vine textures using two materials: pool noodle halves for your bigger ridges and foam weather stripping for smaller vines, and hiding the seam details. So just glue the pool noodles on with Loctite, then cut the weather stripping in half and glue those pieces in between. Floral picks are perfect for holding everything in place while the glue cures. And if you switch to hot glue for the smaller pieces, make sure your glue gun is on the lowest setting so you don't melt the foam. Next, you're going to want to make shoots. You make these out of pool noodles, and I didn't get it on video, I apologize, but you just cut pieces of pool noodle and then heat shape them into these little curved shapes, and you can manipulate the pool noodle with a heat gun just in your hands. Use pipe cleaners to make the curly tendrils, and then I cut pumpkin leaves out of green craft foam. I used my Cricut, but scissors work fine too if you have a template. Using materials that are already green makes painting way easier. That's just a pro tip. And for placement, both of those are going to go on the ends of these shoots. Just glue the leaves with hot glue, and you can stick the curly cue pipe cleaners right into the foam, and they should hold. Next thing you're going to want to do is paint it. Start with a base coat of green. I always use flat interior house paint, the cheapest I can find at the store. It's the most cost-effective way, and a paint sprayer will be your best friend on this project. If you have to do that by hand, it's a lot of nooks and crannies. Detail painting is actually really easy. You're going to add shadows with black paint in the creases and highlights with light green paint on the high points. I find it easiest to blend it with my hands instead of using a brush. It's fast and it looks good. And if you spray the whole prop with water before you put the detail paint on, it will blend so much better. And I painted the leaves on my work table and then actually went back and re-glued them on after. It was just easier to paint them that way. And now your stock is done. So let me show you how I actually used this piece in my 2025 Haunted Trail because it ended up being such a perfect entrance piece. First, I wanted a really cool spot for my buddy Trick Ghastly to live. We did a collab last season. And then second, people were legitimately confused about where the trail entrance was in my first season. They were standing in the wrong driveway confused. So I needed something that was big and bold and impossible to miss. I had already made this wood-looking haunted trail sign out of foam last year. So what I did was I just built a simple frame out of 2x4s and 4x4s that was as tall as the stalk and as wide as the sign. I glued the whole thing together with Loctite, and then I installed it in the yard and tied it all together by wrapping more pool noodle vines around the posts. And then I went back and added some more shoots and tendrils and leaves and did a quick round of touch up painting. And boom, the finished entrance. I seriously thought it turned out so cute, and Trick Ghastly fit in there perfectly. And the neighborhood kids absolutely loved the setup. So I actually ran the projection every night leading up to opening night. And then I ended up pulling Trick Ghastly back into the garage for the actual event so people could walk through safely. Unfortunately, the entrance arch won't be coming back. My dad accidentally yeeted the entire structure into the woods while mowing. He probably didn't realize it was a solid week of blood, sweat, and tears on my part to build that, but I digress. The good news, the stalk survived, and I'm planning to use it in my new porch facade this year. If you like this build, hit follow or subscribe so you don't miss the new entrance design and all of my upcoming Halloween projects. And catch me on TikTok and Instagram for daily progress videos. Happy Halloween, friends!